And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off.
We all know that Jay-Z and Diddy have a pretty close relationship. But now that Diddy is in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, accusations are flying around, and many people think that his associates, like Jay-Z and Beyoncé, are scrambling to conceal their involvement and cover for Diddy to avoid facing the same fate. Now, Ice Cube has come out with some pretty shocking statements about Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Did Beyoncé and Jay-Z really lose 4 million Instagram followers over ties to Diddy? Beyoncé has been making headlines recently in the wake of the Sean Diddy Combs case, especially after his arrest. Social media has been buzzing with discussions about her and her husband Jay-Z due to their frequent appearances at Diddy's infamous white parties and their close relationship with him. As a result, they have faced a barrage of critical and offensive comments online. In the midst of this controversy, fans noticed a significant drop in Beyoncé and Jay-Z's Instagram followers. Beyoncé's follower count fell from 320 million to 316 million, while Jay-Z's currently sits below 1 million. Losing nearly 4 million followers in just a few days has undoubtedly been a shock for the couple, often referred to as Queen Bee and King. The audience's frustration with Beyoncé and Jay-Z seems to be growing, especially since they haven't made any public statements regarding Diddy's legal troubles. Their silence has only intensified the public's anger. Adding fuel to the fire, a song titled She Knows by artist J. Code recently went viral. The lyrics pay homage to late artists like Michael Jackson and Aaliyah, and the repeated phrase, she knows, has led to speculation that it implies Beyoncé is aware of secrets surrounding Diddy's parties and the mysterious deaths of artists connected to him. Fans have suggested that, given Beyoncé and Jay-Z's long-standing friendship with Diddy, she may have chosen to ignore these issues. So where does it all begin? Before diving into Ice Cube's major revelations, it's crucial to explore the long-hidden connections between Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé. From the start, longtime fans may remember the intense rivalry that ignited between Jay-Z and 50 Cent back in 1999. Both rappers vied for the title of King of New York, trading diss tracks and throwing threats at one another in a very public feud. At one point, Jay-Z went so far as to claim he could end 50 Cent's career, a statement that underscored just how heated their rivalry had become. However, as time passed, the animosity began to cool, leading to an unexpected collaboration on 50 Cent's remix of I Get Money, which featured both Jay-Z and Diddy. Despite the seemingly united front during the song's production, rumors suggest that while they were working together, 50 Cent may have uncovered some troubling truths about Jay-Z and Diddy, prompting him to reassess his relationship and ultimately take a step back from the collaboration. Over the years, Jay-Z has been linked to various questionable actions that could potentially shock the public if revealed. His long-standing friendship with Diddy, a connection well documented through countless photos and sightings at industry events, has only served to amplify suspicions about their dealings. As more disturbing allegations surface against Diddy, many fans and industry insiders now speculate that Jay-Z might have been more than just a casual associate. Some believe he could even be implicated as an accomplice in similar behaviors, particularly regarding how they have treated women. What many people might not realize is that Jay-Z himself faced significant backlash a few years ago when rumors began swirling about his relationship with rapper Foxy Brown. At the time, Foxy was quite young, and reports emerged suggesting that Jay-Z paid her a substantial amount of money to keep their affair under wraps. This claim gained traction when Jay-Z's former business partner, Dame Dash, reacted defensively when questioned about the nature of Jay's relationship with Foxy. His defensiveness raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about the dynamics of their connection. The parallels between Jay-Z's alleged relationship with Foxy and Diddy's relationship with Cassie are hard to ignore. Diddy started dating Cassie when she was just 19, promising her a bright future in Hollywood. However, many believe that this relationship ultimately derailed her career and personal prospects. Similarly, Jay-Z's rumored actions with Foxy illustrate a disturbing pattern of manipulation and control over younger women. Dame Dash didn't stop with just the revelations about Foxy. He went on to disclose even more troubling details about Jay-Z's refusal to distance himself from R. Kelly, despite the fact that R. Kelly's predatory behavior had been widely exposed. This refusal to sever ties not only drew criticism, but also highlighted Jay-Z's complicity in a culture that has historically allowed abusive behaviors to persist unchecked. This troubling situation was reportedly the breaking point for Dame Dash, who ultimately decided to sever ties with Jay-Z. He was disgusted by Jay's refusal to draw a line with someone as problematic as R. Kelly. The revelations surrounding Jay-Z continue to raise serious questions, with many now wondering if his close ties to Diddy might reveal more about his own hidden actions and complicity in a culture that tolerates questionable behavior. Jay-Z's connection to R. Kelly has long been a source of controversy, particularly after the disturbing truths regarding Kelly's past with Aaliyah came to light. Kelly had infamously married Aaliyah when she was just 15, a scandal that left many shocked and expecting Jay-Z, as someone with significant influence, to distance himself from Kelly. Instead of cutting ties, Jay-Z collaborated with him, releasing their joint album, The Best of Both Worlds. This decision sent a troubling message about his support for Kelly and marked a significant turning point for Dame Dash, who publicly criticized Jay for standing by Kelly despite knowing the unsettling truth. Adding to the complexity of the situation is Jay-Z's reported romantic interest in Aaliyah, who tragically died in a plane crash in 2001. Dame Dash revealed that Jay-Z had persistently pursued Aaliyah, sending her flowers and inviting her to exclusive parties, only to have his advances consistently turned down. This dynamic only deepened the intrigue surrounding their relationships, particularly in light of Aaliyah's untimely death. Following Aaliyah's passing, disturbing rumors began to circulate, suggesting that her demise might not have been an accident at all. Some allegations pointed toward a more sinister orchestration involving higher-ups in the industry, including R. Kelly and Diddy. Reports even claimed that Aaliyah had no intention of boarding the fatal plane, alleging that she was sedated without her consent and was unconscious when placed on board. Shortly after takeoff, Aaliyah tragically lost her life in the crash. Following Aaliyah's rejection, Jay-Z turned his attention to Beyoncé, who, like Foxy and Aaliyah, was quite young when she caught his eye. In an interview with Charlie Rose, Jay-Z revealed that he first met Beyoncé when she was just 16 years old. However, he claimed he waited until she turned 18 before pursuing a romantic relationship with her. Despite this seemingly respectful approach, disturbing claims from Beyoncé's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, suggest a darker side to their relationship. According to him, Jay introduced Beyoncé to various substances, which ultimately led to a severe addiction that he could exploit to manipulate and control her. The unsettling parallels between Jay-Z's relationship with Beyoncé and Diddy's manipulation of Cassie are hard to ignore. Cassie has accused Diddy of introducing her to substances like ketamine and ecstasy, which resulted in dangerous addictions that took a toll on her life. Both stories paint a troubling picture of powerful men using their influence to control vulnerable younger women, raising serious concerns about the hidden dynamics within the music industry. Ron, Beyoncé's former bodyguard, didn't just share allegations about Jay-Z's manipulation of Beyoncé, he also uncovered some of the more troubling tactics the power couple supposedly employed to rise to the top. One particularly shocking claim was that Beyoncé played a role in sabotaging Keri Hilson's career after Hilson made a remark about her. According to Ron, Beyoncé's influence in the industry runs deep, and stepping on others to achieve success was just part of the game. "I know a lot about how you got to where you are and how you stepped on many people along the way," he asserted. However, the most unsettling part of Jay-Z's story may involve an alleged affair with a woman named Kathy White. This was first highlighted by Hollywood Street King, which published an article suggesting that Jay had been romantically linked to Kathy, a friend of Claudia Jordan from the H-Girls. Reports indicated that Kathy was often seen attending events with Jay, Diddy, and Claudia, while rumors of the affair were already making the rounds. Things took a tragic turn when Kathy died just a year after her relationship with Jay came to light. Officially, her cause of death was reported as a brain aneurysm, but many believe there's more to the story. Hollywood Street King dropped a bombshell claiming that Kathy had been pregnant with a boy at the time of her death, which only deepened the suspicions surrounding her passing. At the time, Jay-Z was married to Beyoncé, and reports suggest he wasn't keen on having any outside children, fueling further speculation about potential foul play. To complicate matters even more, an NYPD detective reportedly reached out to Hollywood Street King, indicating that Kathy's death might not be as straightforward as it seemed. The detective suggested that the cause of death remained uncertain, despite the official brain aneurysm diagnosis. Kathy's sudden passing has since become shrouded in mystery, leaving many to question what really happened and whether Jay-Z's involvement extended beyond the rumored affair. Her death remains a haunting enigma, with her final days raising more questions than answers. It all began with a frantic call from Manhattan's 130 West 19th Street, where Kathy was struggling for her life and urgently needed help. She was quickly rushed to Beth Israel Hospital, but tragically she didn't survive. While the official report cited a brain aneurysm as the cause of death, suspicions began to swirl almost immediately. An autopsy was ordered, and a toxicology report was expected to provide clarity. In the weeks leading up to her death, Kathy's life had taken a dark turn. Just weeks prior, she had found herself in the spotlight due to her rumored affair with Jay-Z. The media had caught wind of their connection, and she quickly became the subject of intense tabloid scrutiny. As details were scarce, public curiosity intensified, and eventually, the pieces began to fit together. It was alleged that Kathy was pregnant with Jay-Z's child, a revelation that could have upended the rapper's carefully crafted public persona as the husband of Beyoncé. Kathy believed that having Jay-Z's child would be a life-changing opportunity, giving her a significant position of power and influence. According to an insider, just 2 weeks before her death, Kathy reached out to Jay-Z with an ultimatum. She was ready to expose their affair for a significant sum of money. However, shortly after that conversation, and just days after Beyoncé publicly announced she was expecting a child with Jay, Kathy's life came to a tragic end. The timing raised eyebrows. Many began to speculate that someone might have silenced her, possibly by slipping her a lethal dose of something toxic. Those following the story noticed unsettling parallels to Diddy, who is notorious for his ruthless tactics when it comes to protecting his reputation. With Kathy gone and her child never to be born, the similarities between Jay-Z and Diddy became even more pronounced for observers. Both seemed to exhibit a troubling blend of deceit and moral corruption, raising questions about their integrity. What distinguishes Jay-Z from Diddy, however, is his more calculated approach. While Diddy often acts on impulse, allowing his unchecked desires to plunge him into controversy, Jay-Z maintains a facade of control, carefully managing his image and actions. The contrast between Jay-Z and Diddy became particularly evident when Cassie courageously filed a lawsuit against Diddy, revealing his manipulative behavior and coercive tactics. Fans rallied behind her, and Diddy's quick decision to settle the case within 24 hours didn't escape anyone's attention. Jay-Z even joined in, sarcastically commenting on Diddy's newfound generosity and suggesting he should have acted sooner to prevent things from spiraling out of control. Now it seems Diddy's past actions are catching up with him, and the consequences are approaching rapidly. 50 Cent, never one to shy away from stirring the pot, has announced plans for a groundbreaking documentary aimed at exposing the truth behind Diddy's shady dealings and the people who have enabled him. He took to social media to share an article about his project, questioning Diddy's financial situation and hinting that bankruptcy might be part of a strategic escape plan. Confident in his capabilities, 50 Cent declared himself the ideal producer for this documentary, teasing that he had the evidence to back up his allegations. However, it seems 50's investigation might not end with Diddy. He hinted that Jay-Z could also be in his crosshairs, signaling a much larger scope for his exposé. Following reports of a federal raid on Diddy, 50 Cent wasted no time promoting his documentary, making it clear that he's just getting started. 50 Cent added a playful twist to the situation by sharing a meme of Jay-Z on a milk carton labeled "Missing," suggesting that Jay-Z has been trying to dodge him. The caption humorously implied that Jay-Z won't be able to avoid their inevitable confrontation for much longer. There have been numerous hints about Jay-Z's ties to Diddy's controversial dealings, with some people asserting that the evidence linking him to Diddy's activities is undeniable. It's becoming increasingly clear that Jay-Z might not be able to sidestep the consequences of his actions for much longer. As expected, opinions from fans and insiders are flying around. Some speculate that Diddy won't be the only one facing repercussions. There could be damaging evidence against several figures in the industry. If the alarms start ringing, it's likely to spark a whirlwind of accusations throughout the entertainment world. Fans have pointed out the hypocrisy in how quickly people criticize figures like Nicki Minaj for her husband's past, while seemingly overlooking the alleged misdeeds of Jay-Z and Diddy. Despite their considerable power, influence, and collaborative history, both men have managed to evade accountability for years. They seem to share a similar sense of entitlement, enjoying the benefits of their privilege while largely remaining untouchable when controversy arises. Additionally, rumors about Jay-Z's sexual orientation have surfaced, adding another dimension to the ongoing conversation. There are claims that Jay-Z's identity and influence are more complex than what the public knows. He is reportedly inspired by the iconic artist Jean-Michel Basquiat, adopting certain elements of Basquiat's style and persona. Jean-Michel Basquiat, a groundbreaking figure in the 1980s art scene, was openly bisexual, a fact later confirmed by his girlfriend, Suzanne Maluk, who supported him financially during his early career. This connection between Jay-Z and Basquiat has sparked discussions about how Jay-Z might have leveraged his relationship with Beyoncé to boost his own rise to fame. Just as Basquiat's art transcended simple aesthetics to address themes of race, class, and identity, the narrative surrounding Jay-Z appears to delve into a deeper complexity. As more revelations emerge about Jay-Z's true persona and the influence he wields in both the music and art worlds, it becomes clear that his aspiration to emulate Basquiat is more than a fleeting admiration. It's an enduring influence he has consistently expressed throughout his career. Jay-Z's respect for Basquiat goes beyond merely imitating the artist's iconic hairstyle. This connection is particularly evident in Jay-Z's song Picasso Baby, from his 2013 album Magna Carta Holy Grail, where he confidently proclaims, "I'm the new Jean-Michel." This line is just one of many references to Basquiat throughout his music, underscoring his deep reverence for the late neo-expressionist artist. Jay-Z's team has also recognized Jean-Michel Basquiat's influence on their work. For example, Frank Ocean, who collaborated on the album, reflects on this connection in a line where he expresses concern. "I hope my ebony skin doesn't blemish this ivory tuxedo." This subtle tribute, made before the Jean-Michel exhibit, underscores the profound impact of Basquiat's legacy within Jay-Z's creative circle. However, the conversation goes beyond artistic inspiration to delve into how much Jay-Z personally identifies with Basquiat. Recently, comedian Corey Huell stirred up some buzz by suggesting that Jay-Z, at 53, might be gay. This claim surfaced during a podcast discussion focused on LGBTQ+ figures in the entertainment industry. If true, it could indicate deeper parallels between Jay-Z and Basquiat's lives. Beyoncé's role in this narrative is equally compelling. She has consistently supported Jay-Z's admiration for Basquiat, famously gifting him a $35 million painting by the artist for his recent birthday. This gesture highlights her acknowledgement of Basquiat's influence on her husband. In 2021, the couple appeared in Tiffany & Company's Modern Love campaign, with a rare Basquiat painting serving as their backdrop. Beyoncé dazzled in a Balmain ensemble adorned with black diamonds, nodding to Audrey Hepburn's iconic look from Breakfast at Tiffany's, while Jay-Z wore an outfit reminiscent of Basquiat's famous 1985 New York Magazine cover. While discussions about Jay-Z's personal life continue to swirl, one thing is clear. Jean-Michel Basquiat has profoundly influenced both Jay-Z's artistry and the hip-hop industry as a whole. The impact of Basquiat's creativity, style, and identity resonates deeply in Jay-Z's work, making their connection a compelling aspect of the rapper's legacy. Many hip-hop artists consider Jean-Michel a significant muse, with his art inspiring and shaping creators across various genres. However, fans have mixed opinions about whether Jay-Z is trying to emulate the painter. Supporters point out the parallels between Jay-Z's artistic style and Basquiat's, while others emphasize the latter's profound impact on hip-hop culture, arguing that his influence on Jay-Z and many other artists is simply unavoidable. One supporter even took to Twitter to refute claims that Jay-Z is merely imitating Basquiat, asserting that such arguments overlook Jay-Z's unique evolution in both style and image throughout his career. While Jean-Michel Basquiat's influence on hip-hop is clear, it's important to understand that taking inspiration from him doesn't mean simply copying his style. Fans have pointed out the similarities between Jay-Z and Basquiat in terms of their aesthetics and personas, and while this isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's evident that Basquiat has played a significant role in shaping Jay-Z's career. It becomes harder to dismiss these comparisons, particularly when Jay-Z's longtime associate Diddy has also faced speculation regarding his sexuality. In 2021, Diddy stirred up controversy when he praised Lil Nas X's captivating performance at the BET Awards, which concluded with a heartfelt kiss between Lil Nas X and a male backup dancer. Following the performance, Diddy took to Twitter to express his support, but his comments led many to question his own sexual orientation. This prompted a wave of Twitter users encouraging him to address the topic openly, urging him to embrace his truth and share his feelings for Lil Nas X. The speculation surrounding both Jay-Z and Diddy adds more depth to the ongoing conversation about identity, influence, and authenticity in the hip-hop world. Fans are urging Diddy to drop the secrecy and adopt a more open approach to discussing his sexuality. They believe that his recent tweet hinted at a deeper truth, further fueling the speculation about his orientation. The deleted tweet, along with Diddy's appearance on a 2018 track, ignited a wave of rumors about his personal life. In the music video, a poignant scene featuring two men embracing intensified the speculation. Diddy's introspective lyrics conveyed someone wrestling with fears of acceptance and love, hinting at a journey towards self-discovery. The complexity of Diddy's identity was highlighted by a 2017 lawsuit from former employees of his famed record label, Bad Boy Records, who accused him of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. Among their unsettling claims was an allegation that Diddy had propositioned a male colleague to shower together. These incidents hint that Diddy might be wrestling with his self-identity, pointing to a larger story at play. Last year, he released Gotta L.O., a track that reflects on his breakup with longtime partner Cassie Ventura, who is now happily married to her fitness coach, Alex Fine. The song's title suggests a focus on moving forward from their on-again, off-again relationship. Despite their split 4 years ago, Cassie has gracefully embraced her new life, raising 2 children with Fine. In the hip-hop world, which is often dominated by traditional masculinity, The idea of a rapper openly identifying as gay can be met with resistance and disdain. Many in the industry perpetuate the belief that being gay is synonymous with weakness or inferiority, complicating the conversation around identity and acceptance. The pressure on artists like Diddy underscores the ongoing struggle for authenticity in a culture that has historically sidelined LGBTQ+ voices. Recently, there's been a notable shift, with musicians like Frank Ocean, Tyler, The Creator, and Lil Nas X boldly embracing their identities, garnering significant support from fans and fellow artists alike. Amid this movement, questions emerge. Is this shift designed to help a rap icon step into the light, or is it a genuine effort to uplift the LGBTQ+ community through artistic expression? Similar to Jean-Michel, the allegations and speculations surrounding Jay-Z and Diddy have ignited considerable controversy that goes beyond personal disputes. These claims have led to heightened scrutiny of their private lives and sparked a broader dialogue about power dynamics, manipulation, and the treatment of women in the entertainment industry. This situation uncovers the darker side of Hollywood and the music industry, where exploitation and secrecy often lurk behind the facade of fame and success. Additionally, discussions about Jay-Z's admiration for Jean-Michel and the implications of his orientation highlight the complexities of identity and representation in hip-hop culture. This moment reflects a growing movement toward inclusivity and challenges the long-standing stereotypes within the music world. This saga, filled with allegations, personal rivalries, and broader societal implications, emphasizes the need for transparency, accountability, and a reassessment of the values upheld in the entertainment industry. Ultimately, it serves as a reminder of the significant role artists and celebrities play in shaping cultural norms and the responsibility that comes with such influence. Rumors about Ice Cube have been making waves in the hip-hop scene, and now they seem to be zeroing in on Jay-Z. Several artists and insiders, including Ice Cube himself, have begun to speak out, alleging that Jay-Z may be involved in some shady dealings. Similar to the recent allegations against Diddy, disturbing reports suggest that Jay-Z has manipulated individuals in Hollywood, supposedly trading opportunities for their exploitation. Even more troubling are accusations involving underage women. While many previously dismissed these claims, the mounting scrutiny on Diddy has caused people to reevaluate Jay-Z's actions. Evidence is starting to pile up, and Ice Cube, along with others who are not part of this so-called elite circle, are shedding light on Jay-Z's behavior, painting him as someone just as questionable as Diddy. Ice Cube has weighed in on Diddy's ongoing situation, suggesting that the hip-hop industry resembles the Wild West. He argues that powerful figures have the ability to manipulate narratives and dodge accountability. In his eyes, Diddy's recent arrest hints that outside forces may be behind the legal troubles he's facing. Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who contributed as a background vocalist on Jay-Z's 2001 MTV Unplugged album, has also been vocal about her experiences in the music industry. She has made some controversial claims regarding Jay-Z's rise to fame, suggesting connections to unsolved deaths, including that of rapper Big L, which implies there may be darker elements to his success. Additionally, Wright alleges that Jay-Z is connected to Sean Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, which are currently under investigation for serious allegations, including sex trafficking. Her accusations suggest deeper ties between high-profile hip-hop figures and Diddy's controversial activities. The indictment against Diddy has raised serious concerns about systemic issues within the entertainment industry. Critics argue that these allegations highlight a broader pattern of exploitation and abuse in Hollywood, often supported by networks of loyalty among influential figures like Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy. This network can protect individuals from scrutiny, enabling them to operate beyond ethical boundaries. The implications of these charges go beyond Diddy, prompting a reevaluation of the practices and culture that allow such abuses to persist unchecked. Some commentators have even connected the allegations against Diddy to a troubling normalization of violence and sexual exploitation within hip-hop culture. This perspective suggests that the industry may unintentionally promote harmful behaviors through its narratives and celebrity endorsements. While there has been a growing emphasis on LGBTQ+ representation, some critics argue that this inclusion can come across as exploitative rather than celebratory, especially when intertwined with issues of power dynamics and personal exploitation. Public reactions to Diddy's indictment have been notably mixed. Some people express outrage over the serious allegations, while others defend him as a victim of targeted attacks. This division highlights ongoing debates about accountability in the entertainment industry and raises important questions about how fans might contribute to cycles of abuse by supporting controversial figures. These reactions showcase the complexity of navigating moral judgments in an industry where the lines between admiration and complicity often become blurred. As the situation continues to unfold, the revelations surrounding Diddy, Jay-Z, and the broader hip-hop industry prompt us to consider the implications of power, accountability, and the narratives we support as fans. With Ice Cube's bold statements and the ongoing scrutiny of these influential figures, we must ask ourselves, how do we navigate our admiration for artists while holding them accountable for their actions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this discussion intriguing, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.